So for those of us parents that have children, especially children who are already in primary school, there is something that many children get diagnosed with. It's called LRS. In German, Lese, Rechtschreibschwäche. Okay? In English, it is called dyslexia. This is a condition in which says your brain processes language differently. It doesn't say the child is dull, like some people who come to my DM trying to ask about their children. No, your child is not dull or the child is not lazy. Even in children with above average intelligence, you still have dyslexia cases. It has nothing to do with dullness. It just has something to do with the way the brain will work. When your child gets diagnosed, the symptoms that you should be looking for before you are in denial. How does the child read? Children with dyslexia always have a problem with reading and writing. They are very slow in reading. They will also confuse letters that want to look similar, like B and D. And also, when you ask them to read, even the most simplest things, they're going to get difficulties with it because they'll be omitting words, not because they can't read the words, but because that is the way their brain processes language. All right, so please don't just be in denial when your child has this condition, because it's going to make the child continue to repeat classes. In order to avoid this, you can actually seek therapy. Yes, of course, there are always therapies for cases like this. In addition to therapy, you could also get a disability grade for your child if you know what your child is suffering from is already a disadvantage for him against his or her classmates. For example, we could get a disability grade. When also you get a disability grade, you have to make the school know, because it's going to help them to give what we call Nachteilsausgleich for the child. Nachteilsausgleich simply means that since your child is disadvantaged to the other children, not because the child wants to, the school now will be able to make special facilities for the child's learning. For example, extra classes, extra support classes. For example, during exams, they might want to not give the child something in writing, but they might want to give the child oral exams. Or in other cases, some school even make special accommodations with special softwares to help the child's learning. So by the time you're having a child with such diagnosis, please don't just be the first thing in denial. Try to look for these signs that I've spoken about or these symptoms, and then you try to see how you can help your child, because by the time you're not getting help for this child, it's not your disadvantage, it's a child that will continue to be in the hang. Okay? So you're going to leave the child hanging if you don't look for help for this child.